Hello everybody, Mabuhay, Kamusta, Marabuntak. Good morning, how are you doing? And we hope that you are welcome and enjoy our videos from the Philippines. I'm William.
I'm Julie.
And we're back again. It's morning here in the Philippines. And we thought we'd come back to say thank you to our subscribers that have been helping our channel grow. Yes. We're approaching the 2,000 subscribers mark, and we're a small channel that's just starting to grow. We're giving out content, and we're hoping that you guys are enjoying the content that we're putting out. What we want to do is come back for a brief time this morning here in the Philippines, and we want to answer some of our subscribers' questions. We put out a video called Foreigners Basics in the Philippines, Part 1. Now we want to put out, just briefly, a Foreigners Basics in the Philippines, Part 2. A lot of our subscribers have asked us about when they do come, and we're specifically talking about subscribers that are coming to visit as opposed from expats. That'll be something else we'll talk about another time, about if you're coming to live in the Philippines. That's a different variation of basics as opposed to if you're coming to visit for 3 weeks, a month, 2 months. So somebody has asked us, what would be some of the things to do if you were coming to the Philippines for at least 3 weeks to a month? And Junie Lee and I, we were talking about the places that we have went, and we were thinking about some of the things that we thought some of our subscribers would like to see if they were coming over here for any amount of time. 3 weeks, a month, 2 months. What do you think some of the islands? I thought that Batayan Island.
Batayan Island, Bohol, Boracay, Siargao, El Nido, Palawan.
Yeah, there's Malapascua, there's Camotes. Bohol is 2 hours away, guys. It's a cab ride from Cebu down to the pier, or get on to the ferry, and you're in Bohol. And we went to a place called Panglao, or Alona Beach in Panglao. Yeah. We've also went to Boracay, which was a plane ride away at the Mactan Airport, which is not far from where we live in Lapu-Lapu City. Remember that most of the times when you first come into the Philippines, 9 out of 10 times your flight is going to bring you to Manila. And that's the big city here. If you come into Manila, you might want to stay there too and go around and see the sights in Manila, which has a lot to see.
Yeah.
But it's also a lot of culture shock, guys, when you get off the plane and first land in Manila. We talked in our last video about
jet lag.
Jet lag. We talked about making sure about the money exchange. Make sure you bring bills that are no tears, no writing. You won't be able to use those over here, guys. So these are some of the things that we thought that you might want to hear about. Remember, when you're packing your clothes, pack lightly. You only need shorts over here. The coldest place that you're going to be in a trip to the Philippines is on the plane, guys. You may need long pants, one pair of sweatpants or long pants for the plane ride, because it does get cold on the plane. But once you walk off the plane, guys, it's like you walked into a furnace. You're not going to need long pants or long shirts.
Yeah, that's true.
So pack to go swimming, pack to act like you were going to Hawaii or you were going to Key West in Florida somewhere. That's the climate, guys. What else? What are some of the other basics that you could think of as far as here in the Philippines if you were coming to visit for a few weeks?
Visit, you should be know where you're going to. You should be careful of the other cab or your fare, because sometimes they will double the price because of your skin.
There's a skin tax here, guys. There's only 2 types of people in the Philippines. Always remember that. It doesn't matter whether you're black, you're white, you're French, you're Canadian, you're American. Doesn't matter where you're from. If you're not a Filipino, you're a foreigner. So there's only 2 kinds of people that are in the Philippines. Either Filipino or a foreigner. And guess what? I'm a foreigner. And you're probably a foreigner if you're coming here. So remember, there's a skin tax. As soon as you're a foreigner, they believe you're rich. They believe you are wealthy.
You have money.
If Junie Lee and I go on the ferry and we're getting ready to come onto one of the islands, they're going to charge her less than they charge me. They're automatically going to charge you as the foreigner more. If you go to catch a cab, it's the same thing. You got
we have a friend here that making the dental clinic, and they go to the dentist and make it clean the teeth. Then her wife was only 1,200. Her husband was 2,500, double the price.
be mindful of that, guys. And it's not that the Philippines is not a very welcoming culture. One of our subscribers asked us, how are we treated there? We're treated very well. Filipinos are welcoming to the culture because tourism is a big sector of the income in this country. A lot of Filipinos work in tourism. So you're going to be greeted well, you're going to be treated well, with open arms. It's just the fact that money is king here in the Philippines, guys. And nobody is really going to try to take a gun and rob you. It's just they're trying to get a little more out of you in the cab ride, in the tricycle ride. And 9 times out of 10, you would have probably gave them a tip anyway. But you know, they're trying to get it at that time. So be aware of that when you go around. That's just part of what it is here in the experience of the Philippines, guys. But they're beautiful beaches to go see. White sand beaches, all sorts of things. You just have to pack your patience. You have to make sure you bring your common sense with you, guys, to the Philippines. If it doesn't seem right, just like in any city or any place that you're at, even in the U.S., if it doesn't seem right, it's not right. And also be aware that those of you that are in LDRs, make sure of who you trust the person that you have been talking to.
Don't trust right away.
Never send money to someone that you haven't met in person, guys. One of our subscribers, and we're glad that he reached out to us about the Filipina he was talking to on
And asking money though.
she was asking for money right up front about this and that. And guess what? A Filipina is very shy. They're not going to ask you for money up front for a phone, for their family, for anything. So if they start asking you for money and start telling you they love you after a week, guys, guess what? You dated before in the United States or wherever you're at, and you know that you can't love somebody in 2 days or 3 days. So just use common sense, guys, when you're talking long distance. Because remember, if you meet that girl and she meets you at the airport, she's the one that's going to be your tour guide. She's taking you around. And if you can't trust her, you're not going to have a good experience with your first time in the Philippines. So be aware of that, guys. And look at some of our other videos down below. We talked about different subjects, different situations. Watch some of those guys and other vloggers that you can watch. But here at Junie Live and Williams Adventures, we like to prepare our subscribers that are coming to the Philippines for what's in store for them when they get off the plane. Not only that, we appreciate the subscribers that said they may not come to the Philippines. They just like watching our adventure videos. They like watching us ride on the tricycle and go to different places. So we're going to continue to show you that, guys.
Yes, guys.
But we wanted to get on the video today, both of us at one time, and let you know how much we appreciate you guys tuning into our channel. There's thousands of channels to watch on YouTube. So the fact that you get on and click on us, we certainly appreciate that. And
Thank you so much, guys.
We're going to continue to try to bring content that will be helpful to you, especially those of you that are coming to the Philippines. So remember, there are certain basics, principles that you got to follow. Remember, your phone won't work from the USA. You have to get it unlocked, guys, before you get on the plane. And when you get over here, make sure you call your company to unlock that phone, and so that you can put a Filipino chip in it that it will work when you get here. Also, you have to exchange some money once you get in the airport. Not all of it, some of it, so that you can catch your cab to your hotel. We suggest that you get the white cab from the airport in Manila, not the yellow cab. They're going to overcharge you guys. Don't get one of them vans. They're going to overcharge you guys. One of the white taxis is the best option, unless you have Grab, which is an app like Lyft. The white taxi that has a meter in it, and make sure that you see that the meter's running and turned on when you get in the cab. Because it's going to be culture shock, guys, from the time you get off the plane. And it's most likely going to be in Manila.
You're always prepared.
Be prepared. Be prepared. And if you're watching and knowing ahead, these things are going to help you. Because most of the time, the people around the airport that are trying to get you to buy phone plan and get this and I help you do that. They're trying to help themselves, guys. Remember that. And make sure that there's going to be kids that may gather around you when you go to your hotel. Be careful if you give kids coins because they'll come around in swarms and the kids will swarm you and some of them may try to reach their hands in your pockets. You know, a lot of people say,
Just a trick.
I'm scared to come to the Philippines because I watch the movies about the terrorists and all these things. Well, I haven't faced any of those things, guys. Some of the biggest fears that you'll have here would be people overcharging you, maybe pickpockets, things like that. But be aware of your surroundings, just like anywhere you would go. And make sure that if the U.S. Embassy has a warning on their website, which you should check before you come, to not go to a certain island or country, then use common sense and don't go there, guys. But there's thousands of islands that you can visit in the Philippines. There's thousands of places to go. We live here in Cebu, in Lapu-Lapu City. So any of you that are coming to Cebu, down in the comments, let us know.
Yes,
and we'll try to maybe hook up with you, have a cup of coffee, go out for lunch, and tell you of our experiences and maybe some of the places that we visited that you might want to see. So these are some of the basics that Junie Lee and I thought that we would come on just for a while and tell our subscribers, guys. Listen, in the comment, if there's any other things you guys want us to cover that you want to know, let us know. We'll be glad to cover it. We appreciate your comments, right?
Yes.
We answer all the comments, guys, and we'll let you know in our experience. We don't know it all, but what we do know, we'll share it with you. So those are some of the basics. Remember to call your bank. Remember to let them know that you're leaving the country where you're going so that they won't, when you use your credit cards, when you use your debit cards, that your bank won't cut it off thinking that it's fraud, because that's happened to many other people. And those of you that are expats that have messaged us, we'll be making another video about the basics for expats when you're coming to retire here. That's a whole nother set of rules, guys. But for tourists, those of you that are coming over to enjoy a vacation, come on over, guys. The best times to travel is approaching now.
Don't be scammed.
Don't get scammed, guys. Don't get scammed by a long distance relationship or when you get here, because we want you to have a good experience in the Philippines. And so does the Philippine tourism sector. But remember, exchange some of that money before you come. Call your bank and let them know that you're coming. These are just some of the basic steps that you need to take. Purchase your airline ticket at least 2 months in advance if you can, guys. Do that. Get the insurance, which is very a small amount for your ticket in case you got to cancel. Get traveler's insurance in case you lose your bags or your money. That's inexpensive too. So these are some of the things that we wanted to share with you, and we'll be getting back to you another time on Junie Lee and Williams Adventures with some more content, some more thoughts, some more trips, and we'll see you next time at Junie Lee and Williams Adventures. Bye, guys.
Thank you for watching, guys.
Remember, live every day and enjoy it because tomorrow's not promised.
Be happy. Mhm.